Hey guys, these are my 2013 Stanley Cup playoff predictions. Just my opinion of what's going to happen. Here's the first series we got. We're going to start with the West here. It's the Chicago, Minnesota, and obviously Chicago's the more dominant team, but Minnesota picking up Parise and Sutter. You know, they're a good team. I'm glad they made the playoffs, but I still got to go with Chicago in 5. Will be a good series, though. We got Anaheim, Detroit. Now, in my opinion, Anaheim's a bit underrated. I think they'll do pretty good in the playoffs here, but Detroit, 22 straight playoffs, good playoff team, so... But I gotta take Anaheim in 6 there. Now we see Vancouver, San Jose. Here, I think Vancouver's just a better team. These are two teams that can never get it done in the playoffs, but... I say Vancouver in 6. St. Louis, LA Kings. Now, this is the series to look forward to, I would say. And... I gotta take the Kings in 7. I don't really know why. Pretty much guessing there. They're the two great teams. Both cup contenders there. Pittsburgh Islanders. Islanders not that great. I'm glad they made the playoffs and all, but Pittsburgh's obviously the better team. But I can see Islanders winning 1, so I'm gonna say Pittsburgh in 5. No Montreal and Ottawa. This is going to be a good series. Ottawa's going to be healthy for it, which is not too great for Montreal, but they're the better team, so I'm going to say Montreal in 6. Washington Rangers, these are two teams that played great at the end of the year to get in that playoff spot, but I think Washington, I think they're going to keep going into the playoffs, and I'm going to say them in 7. It's going to be a great series, though. Boston, Toronto. Toronto hasn't been in the playoffs in a long time, but they are a good team, don't get me wrong. I just think Boston's a bit better. So I'm going to have to go with Boston in 6. I don't think Toronto will let their fans down too much, though. So they are a good team, don't get me wrong. Okay, and now we're going into round 2. This is where it gets serious. It's hard to pick. Chicago and LA Kings. Gotta say the last year's champions are not going to win again. Chicago's just the better team here. So I'm going to say Chicago. Anaheim, Vancouver. This one was really tough for me, but I think Vancouver's going to do good this year in the playoffs. So I'm going to say Vancouver. Pittsburgh, Boston. Boston, they haven't played too great this season. They could have done better. I don't think they have what it takes to take down Pittsburgh. Their offense is just too good. Now we see Montreal, Washington. This one's tough. Ovechkin's been playing great. Washington has a lot of depth, but I think Montreal's just going to beat them. They're a better team. Here we go. Conference Finals. Chicago, Vancouver. This one, it's hard to pick this one because they're both great teams. But Vancouver might have some goalie trouble if Schneider might be out, so I'd have to take Chicago. Then Pittsburgh, Montreal. Scan Pittsburgh's offense. I just gotta take them. As much as it hurts me to do that, I think they're gonna make it to the finals. Then we see Chicago, Pittsburgh. Probably the two. I know this sounds kind of bad on my part, is picking the top 2 teams in each conference, but this is who I actually think is gonna go. And two best teams. They have lots of great players, lots of depth, good defense, great goalies. But at the end, I think Pittsburgh's the best team in the NHL right now. So I think Pittsburgh's winning the cup this year, guys. I know that a lot of people are gonna disagree. And no, I'm not a Pittsburgh fan. I hate Pittsburgh. But anyways, this is my video. If you liked it, like the video and comment what you think.